The title of the story for this week is The Prince and the Li Hing Mui, written by Sandi Takayama. Once upon a time, on an island in the middle of the ocean, there lived a princess who loved the taste of Li Hing Mui more than anything else in the world. She sprinkled Li Hing powder on everything she ate, and in between meals, she nibbled on Li Hing seeds. No one could ever remember her real name, and so she was known far and wide as Princess Li Hing Mui. When Princess Li Hing Mui was old enough to be wed, the king and queen were determined that she marry none other than a real prince, but they had no idea how to go about finding one. One evening, while searching through all the books of wisdom, the queen suddenly yelled, "Aha! According to a Mr. H.C. Anderson, we must pile 20 feather beds on 20 mattresses, and at the very bottom of the pile, we must place a pea and..." Just then, Princess Li Hing Mui, who had been listening at the door, burst in and cried, "A pea? But I hate peas. I despise peas. Please, oh kind-hearted mother, anything but a pea." "Very well," sighed the queen. "No peas. Instead, we'll place a Li Hing Mui," suggested the princess hopefully. Yes, a Li Hing seed," continued the queen. "A Li Hing Mui at the bottom of all the feather beds and mattresses. A true prince will feel the seed and be unable to sleep a wink all night." Every night from then on, an eligible young man from one of the best families in the kingdom was invited to the castle for dinner and a sleepover. Each one slept peacefully atop the feather beds and mattresses. Princess Li Hing Mui was secretly relieved that none of the young men had passed the test. Many of them were quite arrogant, almost obnoxious. True, they did not complain about the royal bed, but they complained about everything else, from the temperature of the bath water to the taste of Li Hing Mui. As the months passed, the king and queen despaired of ever finding a true prince for their daughter. Then, one day, there was a terrible storm. The normally sunny skies darkened. The rain poured down and the wind howled about everywhere. In the middle of the storm, someone knocked at the castle gate. The guards opened it, and outside stood a young man. Water dripped down his weather-beaten hat and ragged clothes. He was clearly a commoner from the village. Still, no one could be turned away during such weather. He was admitted inside. The young man proved to be delightfully entertaining. He conversed intelligently on a wide variety of topics and made everyone laugh with stories of life in the village. He also loved the taste of Li Hing Mui and swore his popo made the best Li Hing Mui on the island. By the time night came, the princess thought she might be falling in love with the young man and pleaded with her parents to let him sleep on the royal bed and see if he could pass the test to be a prince. "What will it hurt?" said the king and queen, who secretly liked him much better than any of the other young men who had stayed overnight. At breakfast the next morning, Princess Li Hing Mui eagerly asked the young man, "How did you sleep? How was the bed?" Much to her disappointment, the young man answered, "Oh, I went sleep real good. Thanks, for the bed." And indeed, he did look well rested. Princess Li Hing Mui consoled herself with the thought that he could not leave until the stormy weather subsided, and perhaps still might pass the test. But every morning he looked refreshed and answered politely that he had slept very well. On the last morning, Princess Li Hing Mui crept quietly into the young man's room. She was now definitely in love with him and wished to gaze upon his face once more before he left. Upon entering the bedroom, she discovered that he was not in his bed at all, but upon a single feather bed on the floor. "What is the meaning of this?" exclaimed the princess. The young man awoke at her question, blushed, and hung his head down. "Well?" asked Princess Li Hing Mui anxiously. "Sorry, princess. I never like make trouble," stammered the young man. "I no could sleep on the royal bed, so I won't go sleep on the floor." "Why weren't you able to sleep on the royal bed?" questioned the princess, with a glimmer of hope in her heart. "Nah, I don't like say nothing. You guys, you stay so nice to me. I don't like make like one grouch." "Your honest answer would mean a great deal to me," said the princess. Knowing he could not refuse Princess Li Hing Mui's request, the young man sighed and said, "Get one lamp in the bed." And seeing the smile on Princess Li Hing Mui's face, he gathered courage and continued, "Only one small kind lamp, but sheesh, no good sleep. I guess 'cause I just one common guy. I stay more used to the floor. Sorry for make so much humbug. I'll go get my stuff and go already." Princess Li Hing Mui gave a great yell and jumped into the young man's arms. The king and queen and everyone else came running into the young man's room to see what all the noise was about. When they heard the story, they all agreed that the young man was a true prince. Not only did he feel the Li Hing Mui under all the feather beds and mattresses, he never, ever complained of it. And so, Princess Li Hing Mui and the young man were married. And since no one could remember his real name, he became known far and wide as Prince Li Hing Mui. And as for the Li Hing Mui, it was placed in a koa frame and put on display in the best Li Hing Mui shop on the island. Prince Li Hing Mui's popo opened her shop after the royal marriage. The Li Hing Mui is still there today. If you don't believe me, go and see it for yourself. The end.